Hey, welcome back friends to the Newman Beings channel. This is my vlog dedicated to conscious evolution. I'd like to start today's video by giving a little bit of an apology for not uploading as consistently as I originally said I would. I would tell you why exactly I haven't been uploading consistently, but who needs excuses? So let's just move on. I will say though that I am committing to uploading a video every week. And another thing I'm going to start doing is I'm actually going to throw in a video here and there that may not be so focused on conscious evolution, but may just be something that I feel like would be a cool contribution to my vlog. So today I want to share with you 5 more books that deal with conscious evolution. Some of these books are pretty old, kind of like in my first video. So this is not like your typical review video where people review like the newest products and go into depth about each one. In this video, kind of like the last one, I'm gonna just be bringing up 5 books and discussing them briefly. And again, this is not a top 5 list. So the books I'm presenting are not ranked. They're just I'm just gonna show them in random order. So let's begin. The first book I want to show you is Science Set Free by Rupert Sheldrake. In this book, Sheldrake attempts to shake up our current scientific model of reality, and he does this by presenting us with 10 scientific dogmas, as he calls them, that pretty much dictate our current scientific model of reality. Things like our Newtonian mechanical understanding of nature, or the idea that the human mind is contained within the brain. He goes on to challenge these dogmas by providing more recent evidence that kind of helps point to new understandings. I chose this book for the list because I really believe that a big part of humanity's conscious evolution is our understanding of our reality, is our understanding of the world or the universe, and also our role in it and the part we play within that reality. And I believe Sheldrake really helps to sort of pave the way for these new paradigms with Science Set Free. The next book I want to talk about is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. I chose this book for the list because it really breaks down the role and the functions of the subconscious mind as part of our consciousness. It is another one of those books that anyone can pick up and start reading and understand and be introduced to new ideas and new understanding about who we are and how we function. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I do tend to bring up the subconscious mind and its role, particularly in manifestation. And I believe this book does a really good job of explaining how the subconscious mind interacts with our conscious mind and also with our physical reality and the events and circumstances in our lives. So if you are someone who is looking to become a more conscious creator of your own reality, and you've never actually looked into the role that our subconscious mind plays in that, I really think that this book is a good place to start. The next book I want to share with you is The Key to Living the Law of Attraction by Jack Canfield. Now, you might know Jack Canfield as the author of those Chicken Soup books. There was like Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul or Chicken Soup for This Kind of Person. I never read any of them, but I remember there was a line of them that he had published and they did really well. So in this book, Canfield talks about the law of attraction, obviously, and he starts it out kind of going into how it works and kind of like giving a basic understanding of what it is. But what I really liked about this book that set it apart for me from a lot of the other books on the law of attraction that I read is that he actually includes these like little questionnaires and exercises in the book, and they're designed to help you figure out what it is you really want in life, and also to help you find your purpose in life and what it is that you want to accomplish. And there's also other ones too where he kind of helps you design a dream list. And so there's space to write in the book, and you can kind of use your what you've written as a guide to manifesting the life of your dreams. The next book I'd like to share with you is called Mind Over Medicine by Dr. Lissa Rankin. And here's another book that serves to shake up some of our outdated scientific paradigms. This book in particular, obviously dealing more with our paradigms regarding disease, medicine, health, the medical industry, and also our mind's role in our physical wellness. So for example, she does discuss the placebo effect quite a bit in this book. And one of the cool things that she brought up in the book is she talks about this study that was done at a university hospital where there were a bunch of people that needed the same knee surgery. And so they took the control group and gave them the actual knee surgery, and then they took the experimental group and they just made incisions in their knees where they would have if they had done the surgery, but then they just stitched the incisions back up without actually going in there and doing any of the work. And the result was even the people who didn't have the surgery, their knees healed for the most part. And so it basically proved the power of suggestion and the placebo effect and the power of belief on the body's healing process. Actually, most of the people who were healed that didn't have the surgery ended up faring better than the ones who did have the surgery because they didn't have scar tissue to deal with. So I thought that was really cool. And another thing I really like about this book is that Dr. Rankin was actually very skeptical about like New Age or Eastern or progressive modalities as far as medicine and health and healing. And she talks about this in her book. You know, her dad was a doctor too, and he was very, very, by the book and very skeptical of progressive methods of healing. And so she kind of grew up with that, and then she became a doctor, and she was the same way. But through her own research, discovered all these new insights and things that she, really didn't believe at first. And I think that's really cool because to me, it's like, okay, the book is not so biased because it's written by someone who was very skeptical at first and then actually converted to understanding these new paradigms and the role that the mind plays on our physical wellness. Last but not least on my list is a book called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you had seen my first video where I reviewed books, you remember that one of the books on that previous list was also by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I really liked that book, and I really liked this one too. I thought it was a great follow-up. So basically in this book, Dr. Dispenza explains in terms of biology and consciousness and quantum science how we as human beings are actually far more capable of living our ideal lives than most people would think. In the book, he provides multiple examples of scientific case studies and testimonials of people who use things like meditation or willfully altering their brainwaves in order to bring about healing. And not just physical healing, but change in their lives, like financial abundance, as an example. And he goes into things like the quantum field, or living in the now, and the importance of sort of reclaiming your attention from past and future so that you can break free from like old habits or limiting beliefs that are based on past experiences. But he also introduces like different meditations and breathing exercises and some other things that you can do to access these sort of higher faculties that will really help you to bring about change in your life. So there it is, 5 more books that I believe contribute greatly to our conscious evolution. If you have any questions on these books, or if you have already read any of these books, I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comments section. So once again, I want to sincerely thank you for giving this channel your time and your attention. And as a weekly reminder, if you do want to like this video or subscribe to the channel, it does take just a click of a mouse on your part, but it does quite a bit for me and what I look to achieve with this channel. Thanks again. Hope you have a wonderful week, and remember to be good to yourself and to each other.